How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have something that I'm really excited for. This is going to be a custom leagues deep dive, and basically we start the stream off with a couple of Diamond Dynasty legends. We have special edition diamonds, Gary Sheffield, as well as Mariano Rivera. But I really want to get into some of this custom leagues and how they've designed it. The developers are currently live streaming right now, and they're probably going to reveal another legend. But at the same time, I just really wanted to get this video out. This mode is going to be incredible. I cannot wait to try out this custom leagues mode. There's so much customization involved with this, and the developers have done a really good job of explaining everything in depth. So this is what the league will actually look like. You can search for leagues. Let me go ahead and hide my face cam so you can take a look at everything. You can create a league as well as accept league invites. So that's something that's really cool. You can join a random person's league if you wish. Let's continue on with Major League rosters as well as Diamond Dynasty rosters. You have the option of both. You can join multiple leagues. You're not just strictly in one league. You can use both of these modes, and this is something that I'm really excited for as well. Mainly the Diamond Dynasty collection version of this, but you will be able to have live rosters that will get live roster updates as well as Inside Edge along with trades. So that's something that's really cool. This screen right here is something to keep in mind simply because it gives you a great customization for your league. You can change the max team overall. You can change the atmosphere from relaxed to competitive to let people know that it's more of a competitive league. You can really do a lot of things with this. The thing that I'm most curious about is the designated hitter at the bottom of this screen. It says off there. I'm curious to see if that will be included in Diamond Dynasty ranked seasons, but you will also probably have the option for Diamond Dynasty to have a designated hitter in terms of custom leagues. I know that that is confirmed as well. So that's something that is really exciting. You don't have to hit with your pitcher, as well as something to see later on with the actual teams. Pitchers will have energy, and you will be able to select them rather than a random wheel for a rotation. But right here is another way to kind of show you guys these customization rules. You can change the games per postseason, change the amount of World Series games, as well as the max team overall. So I'm really excited for some of this stuff. I cannot wait to try one of these leagues out. I'm probably going to host a league as well. Later on. This is a best of 7. You can change the games per series. Something to keep in mind for games per series is how many people you're playing with in your league determines how many games you'll play for the season as well as the series right there. So, for example, if you choose 4 people, games per series is 3. You're going to play 12 games. 4 times 3 is 12. And that is going to be how that works. So that's going to be something to keep in mind. That's nice to know how many games you're looking at, as well as how many postseason games. Everybody can make the postseason, or you can have it set to a specific amount. You can play from 4 teams to 30 teams, so that's really nice as well. Let's continue this with batting difficulty. You can adjust this. This is pitching difficulty as well as batting difficulty. Guess pitch, quick counts, box, umpire accuracy, umpire close plays, on or off. That's important. Let's see. We have league filters. This is if you're searching for a league. We'll go ahead and hide the face cam so you guys can take a look at this. You're searching for specific settings in a league. You'll be able to find one of these. I think this is really nice to have because it gives you more of a customization when you're searching for a league. I'm really pumped up for this league right here, though, or for this custom leagues in general. Let's continue on with this video. There's a lot of information. They're still going through it in depth right now. But if you're looking for a specific league, you can look through your friends' leagues, through a league name, forming league, which is something that is in process, or if you're trying to set one up with your friends before you actually start it, as well as the commissioner's PSN name. So, I mean, this is really thorough in terms of design, and I'm just extremely excited to try some of this out. If I hide my face cam here, you can see that the Padres as well as the Phillies are locked. That means that 2 people have already selected those teams, so you'll be able to choose from another set of 28 teams or so. I know for a fact that this is part of the MLB Live rosters section of custom leagues, just to keep that in mind. This next part is something that's really important. This is the message board, news board. If people are offering trades, if people are trying to send messages for game invites or trying to let people know what's going on, why they can't play, things like that. That's going to be important to have in this mode, a form of communication anyway, a form of communication outside of PlayStation messaging that is nice to have. The message board news, this is an example of all the messages that have been sent. The Padres have played a couple games. He's looking to play another one, and so is the Cubs. So maybe they can set that up. On a later screenshot, we'll have right here actually a display of how many games are left. So this is a 4-team league for 3 games each. So that is going to be a 12-game series, a 12-game season. As you can see, the Padres have already played 3 games against, I believe it's the Rangers. And so they still have 3 games remaining against the Cubs as well as the Brewers. That's something that's important because it's going to come into play with your squad as well as trade deadlines. You have a trade deadline in MLB Live rosters where you don't in Diamond Dynasty because you're not able to make trades. But one thing I wanted to show you right here is the DH. I wanted to explain how the DH will be implemented into this, I guess, this custom leagues mode. It's not confirmed in Diamond Dynasty ranked seasons, but it will be something to look forward to, or potentially. Anyway, this is important. This is an important screenshot as well as this screenshot right here, because each pitcher has an energy bar as well as the relievers have an energy bar below their handedness that they throw with. Also, you have the attributes of the pitcher or team in general above at the top here where it says congratulations. You have your team attributes, you have your pitching attributes, as well as energy. Everything is amazing in terms of display for this mode. I think that it's very straightforward, it's very simple to understand, and I'm really excited. You can play multiple seasons in this league. You can make trades so that way your roster carries over into the next season. It keeps track of stats. It keeps track of who won the World Series, of course, and who's made a postseason appearance, stuff like that. Here's a situation where there is a trade. As you can see there, it says trade deadline, 3 games. If you play 3 games like we saw, the Padres played 3 games against the Rangers, then they might not necessarily be able to make this trade, or this is the trade deadline for them. Once they've played another game, they wouldn't be able to make a trade. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Also, I would probably accept this trade if I was the Padres looking to get Joey Gallo. That would be really nice, especially because he played those 3 games already against that team. So this adds some diversity to the customization in this mode. Basically, to get back on track with stats, I wanted to show you guys that this keeps track of your individual stats for each player throughout the season. It doesn't keep track of multiple seasons. It will reset after that, but I think this is really cool. It helps out with just customization as well as keeping track of how well your players are doing. Let's say you have your ace pitcher who isn't doing well. You might want to trade him for another pitcher that you might pitch better with, just to keep that in mind. But there is going to be a commissioner involved with this. There is one person in charge. They have the power to give their powers to other people as well. So you see this screen right here. You can reset this game. Let's say they got disconnected. The Rangers versus the Padres, they got disconnected online and were unable to finish out their game. So the commissioner can go in, reset it, and you're able to play that game again. Let's say you want to, give them a 2-run lead because that was what the score was when at the disconnect. Then you'll have to do so within that game or something like that. I'm kind of curious how that will work. But at the same time, this is an amazing start. This is similar to Online Franchise. This is something that they've kind of gone away from in years past when they rebuilt the game. So I'm really excited to have this type of mode back into Diamond Dynasty as well as MLB Live rosters, which is what we're looking at right here. So you can also randomize the winner. If people aren't playing their games, you can simulate them. This next screenshot allows people to see that the commissioner can give powers to other people, as well as you can take a look at each column of each description, stuff like that. I think this is important to have as a screenshot to refer to, because it allows the people to see what exactly the commissioner is capable of doing. This right here is what you can do in the middle of the season. You can change some of the settings. You can change out, the amount of innings, the amount of postseason games if you're not quite in the postseason, from what I'm understanding. But I think some of these will be locked as you move forward. Obviously, if you're in the World Series, you're not going to be able to change the amount of games. You'll have to do that prior to. At least that would be my assumption. This next part is once you're in the postseason, this is kind of what it will look like. You'll have a nice bracket here. Of course, if there's 30 teams, it will look much different, but this gives you a nice visual of who won the World Series, what the postseason looked like before you go ahead and reset to play another one. This is a screenshot that I think is important because it gives you an opportunity to take a look at who won the World Series. If you played like 5 or 6 leagues, 5 or 6 seasons in one league, then you can take a look at who's kind of dominating that league and remember over time. I think that this is really exciting. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is they're going to reveal a legend they probably already have while I'm making this video. I'm currently making the video while they're live streaming, so I will retweet that legend reveal. I'm really hoping it's Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, maybe an amazing hitter, maybe someone like Mickey Mantle or Roberto Clemente. So I'm really hoping for a solid legend reveal. We've gotten a couple already that have been really nice to see, and we saw some of those diamond choices available for purchasing the MVP edition. The Digital Deluxe edition actually gets 2 of them, and then of course the 15th anniversary, which is something that I heard them say on the stream, but I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. That might just be the original game. But thank you all for watching this video. I'm College Lefty, and I hope to see you guys in the live stream as well as on the future content in the comment section, stuff like that. I'll try and reach out to everybody, but I am extremely busy as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.